Get your stuff freaking out of here. Thank you for the blood veils. I will take them. Thank you very much. And now we are in control once more. Now we are. What are they going to do? Play a third gold... What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MTG Malone. Thank you all so very freaking much for tuning in. We're still on our way to 8,000, but we're going super strong. 150 people in 2 days. That is insane. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so very freaking much. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. There will be another awesome gem giveaway the moment we're at the 8,000. So yeah, what you waiting for? Also, join the Discord. Become part of the Malone family there. But enough with the yammering. Let's get into the mono black hammering. Oh yes, people call me the master of mono black. I started calling myself that, and now people do, and I love it. And even if it's only one person, I will gladly take the title. So we have some new toys that make this deck so freaking delicious. For example, Concealing Curtains. It is a 1 mana 0/4 with Defender, but for 3 mana you can transform it into the Revealing Eye. And then it will have 3/4 and Menace, and when it transforms into the Revealing Eye, target opponent reveals their hand, you may discard one of those cards, and they draw a card. And that is just so good, it's a 3/4 with Menace. Amazing, just freaking amazing. We have 3 of those in here. Another new card is the Parasitic Grasp. Parasitic? I have no clue how to say it. 2 mana, deal 3 damage to target human creature, or you pay 3 mana and you deal 3 damage to any creature, and you gain 3 life. And that is super good, because most of the creatures are either human or human werewolves or whatever, and you can just take care of them. It is super freaking sweet. And as we're playing a Tergrid deck, we have the Henrika Domnathi in here, because each player may sacrifice a creature. And if we sacrifice our Shambling Boy or one of our 2 discard creatures with the Acquisition Expert and the Elderfang Disciple, we don't care about that. They can have those. And yeah, then we will get those with the Tergrid. Delicious. Trust me. So freaking good. Or we draw a card, or we transform the Henrika, and then stuff gets freaking real. Because for 3 mana, you can give all of your flying creatures Death Touch and or Lifelink. So, that is super good, because if you have the Henrika Infernal Seer out and the Henrika Domnathi, those are 2 different creatures. So you can pump the other one. Just so freaking good. There's no new other cards in here that would fit, because I want to build a very strong mono black deck, and there are some very strong cards already, so I didn't want to force too many in here. I thought about the Sorin, but let's be honest, not the best in here. Just not the best. For 4 mana, I rather have the Henrika Domnathi. I want to put the other vampire in here that gets 5/6 and trample through the air, but I rather have the Tergrids in here. So, other cards that help us discard our opponent's hand are the Acquisition Expert and the Elderfang Disciple. Played Elderfang into Acquisition so that they discard a card, and then you may look at 2 cards, because this is a Cleric and it triggers the party mechanic here. We can sacrifice those to the Deadly Dispute to draw us cards. Same with the Shambling Boy. Then we have the Meathook Massacre and the Blood on the Snow to wipe the board pretty efficiently. We have the Inscription of Ruin to make them discard, maybe bring back one of our creatures or destroy something of theirs. It is very flexible, so it is very freaking good. You can do whatever you want with it, and if you have 7 mana, you can do all 3, which might happen thanks to the Shambling Boy. So, and the Deadly Dispute. Just sacrifice the Shambling Boy to the Deadly Dispute, now you have 2 more treasures, and you can get a Professor. My eyes are up here, Onyx. Oh, Professor, I've been naughty. So, and all of these you can bring back with the Blood on the Snow if you have enough snow lands, which we will get. And if you don't, just sacrifice a Field of Ruin, destroy something of theirs, and bam! Another win con of ours is the Graveyard Trespasser. It is just so good. When it enters the battlefield, you exile 1 card from a graveyard, and if it's a creature, opponent loses 1, you get 1. And if it is night, it does this twice. So you can, I don't know, attack in with all of your stuff, They maybe don't block because they think, sheesh, I still have 2 life. Now you wipe the board, bring down the Graveyard Glutton, and boom, they're freaking dead zone. Then, of course, 2 Infernal Grasp together with the Parasitic Grasp are just our removal of choice. And that's it. Then we have the 3 Hive of the Eye Tyrant. So even if they discard something where they think, yeah, I can still get it back, well, with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant and the Graveyard Trespasser, you can make sure that they will never, ever get it back. And having a 3-3 with Menace that can attack in every single turn is super freaking good. Against control decks, you want to bring down the Lantern, because they will have a tough time deciding if they want to sacrifice, if they want to discard a card or lose 3 life. And if they do this too many times, oh, they will not have a nice time. They will have a very, very bad time, to say the least. So this is one of my favorite archetypes. Tergrid, discard, sacrifice. We only have this for sacrifice, and the Professor, my eyes are up here, Onyx. You have to go to detention. And yeah, that is it. That is all. Land-wise, we have the 2 Field of Ruin together with the 3 Snow-Covered Swamps and 3 Hive of the Eye Tyrant. So you might say this is only 23 lands. Yes, but together with the Shambling Boy and the Deadly Dispute, it should be enough. You know, you should always find your lands. And yeah, 4 lands or 5 lands should be more than enough for us. We will make it. We will freaking make it. So thank you all once more so very freaking much. This is the Dominating Discard. I'm MTG Malone, and I will see you in those disgusting games. The Mono Black Master is here, J. Radram. We're going first. I like this hand, I really do. We do have the Shambling Boy, we do have the Grasp, we do have the Inscription. What else do you want? Holy smokes, I cannot play with these glasses on at all. It's impossible. I'm sorry. I thought I could be cool, but I can't. I can't be cool. It's extra turns, isn't it? It is extra turn. Yeah, who else plays the Spikefield Hazard but freaking extra turns? Tell me. You freaking tell me. Who does? So if they get rid of another land here, that is absolutely fine. We will make them discard everything they own. So they lost 2 lands here, but they still have 1,000,000 lands. So it's no problem for them, you know? Just making them discard 2 cards here. They will have nothing left next turn. Freaking nothing left. I have another Inscription of Ruin. Going up against Izzet in the first game. Disgusting. Freaking disgusting. Yeah, it's so much an extra turn stack. Look at the build. Look at it. They play a land here now. Good. We are attacking in. So they do have something. Like, the thing they could have is a Divide by 0. If they do have a Divide by 0, then return my Inscription of Ruin to my hand. Javari Disruption. That is another land you aren't playing anymore, my friend. Just another land. Oh, of course. Of course. They now have the perfect selection here. So they took themselves a, oh, didn't find a land. Oh my. I like it a lot here. Freaking love it, to be honest. So right now we're only getting in for a little bit. We aren't finding lands ourselves, which is super bad because I really hoped that we could get the Tergrid down. But if they found a Memory Deluge here, oh my lord, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Also, they have 2 extra turns in hand already. 2 in the first 14 cards. And we're struggling to find a freaking land. Thank freaking gosh. Okay. Are these counter spells? They're counter spells. Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, they will be losing 3 life here. That is all I can say. They will be losing 3 life. And the Behold the Multi... What? So we're playing the discard deck and playing the only person that is still using Behold the Multiverse? Okay. Go ahead. Use your cards. Use them all. I will make you discard even more here. So there comes the extra turn number 1. I'm pretty sure. Like, let's be honest. Why shouldn't they have it? Why shouldn't they? It's clear as freaking day. Pass attacks. Okay. Making him lose some life here. Right now we don't have the best hand. Like, we ain't got nothing right now, you know? Just nothing. Another land. Not too useful. Not at all. But we still do have the Parasitic Grasp. I have no clue how to spell that name. How to pronounce that name. The Cathartic Pyre. Let's give him a tough choice. Maybe they want to discard some more. Who knows? Maybe they do. So, right now they should really start discarding. Because starting next turn I will be freaking annoying them. Like, very much so. Very freaking much so. Okay, so what is in your hand? I think I got a scoop! Get freaking out of here, is it? I used to love you, is it? I used to freaking lie. I told you it's an epiphany. I used to love you, but I hate you with a passion. All because of the epiphany. All because of that. Freaking epiphany. The hate is real. As long as I'm not playing, I can be cool. Master of Mono Black. The King Rio 91. I encounter this person a lot. We're going first again. What is this? Grimace? I like this hand, even though we only have 2 lands, but we do have the Shambly Boy. And what are the chances that we encounter someone that once more has the Spike Field Hazard right away? I don't think we do. Okay. They have their own Shambly Boy. Alrighty. Hello. Hello. So, yeah. We are attacking in here. Maybe they block. Who knows? Would be cool. They do. They do block. Okay. That is very nice. That is very, very nice. Because that way we can bring down the Graveyard Trespasser. And having a Graveyard Trespasser is pretty sweet. So we're still missing land. But we're getting in there for 3 every turn now. And that is very good. And maybe we even find a land. Who knows? Who freaking knows? Oh my lord, they are extra turns, but with extra steps. They're just extra turns with extra steps. If we're stuck on land now, I'm going to be super sad. Super sad. I really will be. If they can remove this Graveyard Trespasser and we will be stuck on lands. Oh, especially in oh my lord. Okay. Well, this is good, because in the worst case, you know... Are you really doing it? They are. Are they discarding a card? Are you discarding a card, my friend? You have to. And you are. Okay. So we're drawing here. Gaining ourselves a freaking land. That is super good. We're bringing down the Concealing Curtains. And then we can start making them discard even freaking more. Yes. And I want that so bad. So sadly we will have to use the Concealing Curtains here to get rid of something of theirs. And I'm pretty sure that they're just a Leer deck. Oh my, they got rid of another power word kill here. Interesting. Pretty interesting. So... the more you discard, the better. That is kind of our theme, you know? And maybe we aren't even discarding something. We will see. But this now activated. If you want to get rid of it, you should have done so before. Oh my lord. Okay. Well, the Goldspan Dragon absolutely needs to go. And we can still attack in here. I mean, they can't block it. They just cannot. Perfection. Freaking perfection. So, getting in there for 3, this Revealing Eye is extraordinarily good. Just amazingly good. Okay, but getting rid of the Goldspan Dragon was still very much needed. What is this deck? I'm impressed, my friend. I did not expect something like this, to be honest. The Reclusive Painter. Okay. Are you doing something else? Are you now? Oh, you will regret that. You will regret it if you do. You really will. They don't. Okay. Good, they don't. So we are getting in there now. If we can get rid of this Zombo, I'm super happy about it. But they ain't not letting it happen. Okay. We're trying to bring down the Trespasser. Worst case, maybe they counter it, but they would have to destroy the Kalane. So that is also alright. Yeah, they do. They freaking do. Alrighty. Alrighty. I still feel like we're okay here. Not perfectly fine, but okay. They just found another one. Oh, come on. Seriously? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, all we need is a land here to be super happy. If we can find a land. So I should totally destroy my Revealing Eye here to dig for a land. I have to. I freaking have to. Because I would get myself the Blood on the Snow. Together with a Graveyard Trespasser, that is just super good. We found it. We found a freaking land. So they have something. They still have the draw card spell. I'm pretty sure they do. So, eat the Blood on the Snow, my friend. But as I said, they still have a Deadly Dispute, and they do not. They freaking do not. Okay. Well, that is good. We're getting rid of these two. Oh my. This is unexpected, to say the least. I really expected them to have some more. At least some more, you know? They did have it. Why didn't they use it? They could have used it here. Could have freaking used it. Okay, I don't mind. You do you, my friend. Are you really finding even more kill spells? Did they really now find another power word kill here? An Infernal Grasp. Well, it costs them freaking double, you know? So there goes their hand. But one thing in hand is still no reason for me to do anything here. The Professor is super good. Just super freaking good. The Kalane, okay. Absolutely fine. What else do you have, though? What else do you have? It doesn't look like they do have anything here. So we're just getting in there. Could I have pushed it? No, not enough. Not freaking enough. Let's make him discard here. Whatever it is, I don't want to see it. Okay. So, we can still destroy the Kalane or whatever they bring to the table here. If they're getting in with the Hall of the Storm Giants, so be it. I still have the life link here, so it's all freaking good in the neighborhood, as they say. All freaking good. So do you really have something here? I mean, they have 3 Kalanes. 3 freaking Kalanes. The Infernal Grasp. The powered kill. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Oh my. That indeed surprised me. Gots to say, that one surprised me. But no cigar, my friend. No a freaking cigar. I'm sorry. I have the kill spells myself. I am a black mage. What do you expect me to have here? So, is it enough now? Well, it is enough to be super freaking obnoxious. We keep, and they scoop! And they scoop! Oh, time to be once more a master of Mono Black. I've got to admit though, that was a super cool deck. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't see more of it. But the Hellkite, I'm not sure about that one. Is it really worth it? I mean, if you have all these kill spells and everything, it might be. Also, you use a kill spell, then you can use the zombie to counter spell something. It might be good. It might be good. What is with the two-landers? Every single start we have is a two-lander. And we're up against mono white life gain. Okay, okay. Well, we do have the Shambling Boy here. That will help us get into some frickin' mana. Oh my lord, no! No! Okay. Well, we're attacking in first. They don't block. Okay. All we need is to find one mana, you know? And I feel like they will be attacking in here sooner. Then we can play the Inscription of Ruin. That is why we only need one. If they do have the Valkyrie here, though... Holy smokes, of course they do. Of course they freaking do. And we aren't finding it. Are you kidding me now? Are you freaking kidding? Like, come on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Be amazing, my friend. Just be freaking amazing. Holy smokes. Please give me... That is the land we're getting. That is the land we're getting. Get out of here. Get out of here. Holy smokes, what was that? Oh, this blood fountain. If I were a vampire, I would freaking love something like that on a wedding. But I'm not. So, Bone is going first. We have a nice start here. With the Shambling Boy. With the Graveyard Trespasser. If they're attacking in with whatever... Oh my, okay. I have no clue what we're up against. But the name alone is very, very weird here. Alright. We're not attacking in. No way. What? Junt? Paint me impressed. Paint me impressed. Alrighty. So, do we make them discard here? Yes, we do. The less cards they have, the better. The freaking better. Unless, of course, they have a Deadly Dispute, then they will be able to, you know, draw themselves more cards. Would be a possibility. We will see. We're still on our way to the Mono Black Mastery. We're on level 58. We still have 2 levels to go. Oh my lord. Everybody's playing Goldspan Dragons today, eh? Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I kind of knew it. I kind of freaking knew it. That they had it. Of course they did. Of course they did. Well, still good that we could... Are you kidding me? Well, good thing we can get rid of that right away. Good thing we can. Unless they're playing more creatures here. If they are, they are. They freaking are. Are you freaking kidding me? We're not doing anything here. We're just not doing freaking anything. Attacking in for 9. Yes, I know. But that is it. And maybe they even play some more stuff. But we will make a miraculous freaking comeback here. My turn. Shambling Boy activated. We're getting even the Blood Veil here. Creating a treasure. The Meathook Massacre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I... Artifact or... Yeah, I can. This even draws me 2 cards now. Yep, nap, 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 nap. Okay. So. What you gonna do now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Yeah, that is 6. That is exactly 6. So. Get your stuff freaking out of here. Thank you for the Blood Veils. I will take them. Thank you very much. And now we are in control once more. Now we are. What are they going to do? Play a 3rd gold... Why do I ever say stuff? Why do I ever say stuff? Before they get a chance to sack it, do they have another one in hand? That is the question that I have. Do they freaking have another freaking hasty creature? If they do, that will be freaking annoying. If they don't, I'm okay. I'm freaking okay. They still do have stuff though. I really wonder what it is. I really do. We also will bring down the Henrika Domnathi because she freaking has all the good stuff. Oh, we're even getting live here. I love it. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So even if you found a gold span dragon here, it's going to be exactly enough. Another Jaspera Sentinel. That is not enough. Not freaking enough. So we're bringing down the Domnathi. And we're transforming her. Yes. So each creature you control with Flying Death Touch and or a lifelink. We're gaining some life back here. Getting rid of this stupid gold span dragon. And now if they do attack in, we have a Death Toucher. With freaking lifelink. That we can pump into oblivion. And they scoop! And they scoop! Get out of here! Why is my green screen acting up like this? Oh, look at me. I'm see-through. Get them all out of here. Get them all freaking out of here. Mono black in the house. Holy smokes, I forgot to record this game. I freaking forgot to record it. Oh no. Oh no. Maloney. So we're up against Mono Green, against Naked Dave. We're in the lead here. Nothing much happened. So we're blocking here like this. Alrighty. And I would need to get rid of both of my Henrikas here. Yeah. Like, I'm super sad that I forgot to record here. It was a super good game until now. Super good. Like, seriously super good. Holy smokes. Okay, did they find a fight spell here? Did they now? If they found a fight spell, well, then we're kind of sad. If they didn't, they did find a fight spell. But the problem is, we still freaking get him, you know? We still freaking get him here. So oh my lord, please don't tell me you have another one. They don't. Okay. They freaking don't. Alrighty. So, we will transform the Henrika here. They still have something, but I think it is just a snakeskin veil. Because there's no 1 mana thing to do whatever, you know? Activate here. Holy smokes. Activate here. Oh my lord! How could I forget to record this game? Oh, unbelievable, Maloney. Unbelievable. But we're still here. We're still the masters of Mono Black. So that was a short one. That was 1 minute 40 of the end of a game. Oh my gosh. How could you do this, Malone? How could you? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? I am. I'm sorry. I'm fired. My punishment is I have to keep going on like this every single day now. Okay. It feels so good that nothing could stop us. I will never ever forget to record a game. We're up against Power Trip. It is really hard to see in those. We're going first. I really like this hand. We do have the Shambling Boy, the Infernal Grasp, the Graveyard Trespasser. What else do you want? Nothing, I tell you. Well, we want our opponent to show up and play the game. That would be... Also, my green screen is just so not cool. So not like... Look at it. My hand. What is with my hand? Look at it. What? Makes no sense. My hand is see-through. Oh, the opponent showed up. Hello. Good game. Come on, bat. Stop flying around. Chill. And we're up against mono white. That is very good. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, the Elderfang Disciple. A very nice turn to play. Yes. Discard a card, my friend. Do it. Do it. The Intrepid Adversary. Alright, alright. If they only get in with here with 1, that is absolutely alright with me. And if they bring down the Usher of the Fallen, okay. And the Cold Spell Cleric, alrighty. Alrighty. Well, that will give me access to mana. Alright. So if you're doing it like this, I will be doing it like this. So I will see everything but 1 card. Everything but 1 card. And then sooner or later, I will find stuff. Trust me. I will get in here and I will find stuff. Why did I take this? Because it has life gain. And that is the only reason. The only freaking reason. Power trip. If your power trip is to play mono white, well then I'm sorry. Okay? Are you attacking in though? You're not attacking in still. Amazing. Freaking amazing. Sooner or later they will be attacking in though. They will fill the board real good. Buying me more time. I mean, I could still use the Infernal Grasp, so it's all good. I'm not worried at all. Not in the slightest. And sooner or later I will have enough mana for a Blood on the Snow. Yes, I will. They're still putting stuff over there. Okay. Still not attacking in, I reckon. Oh, my friend. Is that really the right call? I don't know. I really don't. We're bringing down the Shambling Boy number 2 here. And then we're chilling. I mean, chilling against mono white is the best thing you can do. Until they find their, you know, the 3-1 flyer. But we do have the Infernal Grasp. So it's all good, you know. And if they really want to attack in here, well, so be it. They will. Sooner or later, they will start attacking in. I'm pretty sure about it. Pretty freaking sure about it. I mean, how freaking chill can they be? Like, not at all, I guess. Not at freaking all. So we could get rid of something here. But do I want to? Each creature you control is ward 1. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. And I will just keep my Infernal Grasp. It is just super good, you know? But we are attacking in with the Graveyard Glutton now. Because I really want to see what they're doing here. Let me see what you're doing. I'm gaining 1 life here. And if they block, I will just Infernal Grasp. And then what are they going to do? What are you going to do then? Nothing. Exactly. Freaking exactly. You're doing nothing. Good day, sir. I said good day. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Okay, good. Good. Because, wow, that should never happen. But it does way too often. Yes. Okay. Perfect. That is card draw for me. Are you now starting to attack in, my friend? Are you? Are you? You really should start attacking in sooner or later, you know? Just sooner or freaking later. And I think the sooner or later will be now. They do not. They just don't. Okay. That is so freaking weird to me. So freaking weird to me. But we are attacking in. Our graveyard, you can go. I don't need you anymore. You know that I don't need you anymore. I mean, if we can get in for some damage, we're happy about it. And if they block, well, you know, we can still just wipe the freaking board afterwards. And then what are they going to do? Nothing, I tell you. Nothing. Just freaking nothing. Yeah. We're still getting in there for 2. Delicious. Freaking delicious. And then we will still have enough for the Infernal Grasp. So, Graveyard Trespasser, you're back. And you will get eaten up by this Graveyard Trespasser. Where are you? Chaplain? Nope. I will trespass your graveyard and eat you up. Alive. Yes. Very much so. The Adeline? No cigar, my friend. No way I let that happen. No way. Oh, where do you live? In what dream world do you live where I let that freaking happen? Oh my lord, this is so good. This is so good. Goodbye, Adeline. Good freaking. Oh no, oh my lord. I was so eager to get in there for some damage, you know? Just so eager. Yeah, we win anyways. Like, what are they supposed to do here? Block, and they scoop! And they scoop! So what are we? I am the master of mono black. Unless I don't draw lands. Oh, that was brutal. Come on, what was that? But the deck is so freaking sweet. Maybe you can cut 1 Concealing Curtains for a land. Maybe you should do that. Go back to 24 lands. Should be okay. But you know, I thought we have so many 2-mana spells. It should be alright. It should be. But you never know. But before we get into the wrap up like chewing gum, I want to thank all of my patrons and members. And starting with my Zadru the Great Heartist, I want to say thanks to Randy Campbell, John, Grace Stevens, Automaton, Vince Mage, Vicky White, John Val, Felipe Rodriguez Diaz, Jeremiah Francis, Mike, Grave Wolf, Unmercy88, Stevo, Jonathan Norton, Empty Bag, Morphe, Luis Felipe Sanchez Perez, Jared Teleskevich, Albert Tukin, Ilian Juan, Jose Steron, Marcario Fresquez, Caleb Horst, Troy Graham, Cordu, Bandages Demander, Oran Jefferson, Perito, Sign in Blood, Doc Vorpal, Chad Ribberick, Billy Basham, Christian Rödig, Aeon. A special thanks to our Gold Span Dragons, Waffles, Randy A.K. Donald T, Genuine, Simster65, William Whited, Rico Colombaroli, Marco Marino, your boy Big Bizzle, Mr. Miles, Damien Day, James Wade, Monkey Rage, Jack Top, Jefferson Meyer, Phil, Double OG, Raven, Chipster, Nerd, Paul English Wolf, Anima, Cthulhu in Letter, Silas Fox, Nick Bob, Tim Nowitzki, and Hodorific. And a special thanks, of course, to our Nico Bolas, God Pharaohs, Earl, Chris Katowski, Grandoff, Danny Montgomery, William Smith, Ariel Wolf, The Lacrimae, Brian O'Reilly, Malchija, and Quixon Deal. You guys and gals and tree folks and vampires are pretty freaking sweet indeed. There's a lot of stuff that I couldn't do without you. And, you know, almost hitting the 8K. This month we will be able to do it. There's a lot of stuff that I like the giveaways. I could never do without my Patreons. So, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thanks to all of you. I really appreciate you going the extra mile. And if you want to, like, check out the Patreon and the membership. There's a button below every single video, so you can do that. Check that out. Easy as freaking pie. Just push the button, and if you don't have any hard-earned cash to share, don't you worry about it, sweet winter child. There's always other ways to support the channel, like subscribing. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just a push of another button. And, yeah, liking the video, sharing it with a friend. All of the good shebang will help me out a freaking lot. So today was amazing. I almost forgot to record one game. That was the most amazing part. I would still record one more video today, so if I look the same tomorrow, forgive me. But you know me. I will be leaving for the weekend. I don't have too much time tomorrow to record, but I will make it. Somehow, I will freaking make it. Don't you worry about it. So if you like Mono Black, you will have a fun time with the stack. Maybe, as I said, cut 1 Concealing Curtain or 1 Shambling Boy for the land. Or just go without these 2. But, you know, honestly, we need them. We freaking need them. So, also you could maybe go with Parasitic Grasp and more Infernal Grasp, whatever you want to do. But this version is already very freaking nice. I still have to learn a little bit more about the current meta. It is still very hard to, you know all of the cards by heart already. See what the people can do. See what people like to play and what kind of builds. But in a week or 2, we should be there. I trust myself. I freaking trust myself. All I can say is that people play a lot of Mono White because it is just so good, you know? Just so freaking good. So, once more, thank you all so very freaking much. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Help me become huger and huger. And as soon as we hit the 8,000, I can only say it a third time in the video today, we will get another freaking giveaway on the way. So, subscribe, leave a like, share the video with a friend, check out the Discord. I'm MTG Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.